Welcome everyone, I'm Rosa, and this is Purple Lunarose Tarot. Alright, so if you chose group 1, this is going to be your love reading for 2023. So as I was preparing for this pick a card, I was definitely drawn to pick from certain decks, certain oracle cards, and I have pulled out the purple tarot if we do need any clarification, which I'm sure we will. So let's just turn them over and get started. Alright, so right away, the first card's going to tell me what 2022 was about. And 2022 was about rebirth. So definitely some Phoenix rising energy here. It says, no matter what happens, you can find new wings, rise from the past, and accept the positive change that is coming. All right, so we have a few cards came out. I'm going to take the moon. I did see the King of Pentacles. So what I'm picking up here is you've had a rebirth in emotion, intuition. I'm also picking up manifestation here, group 1. It's very possible that you've learned to manifest in a new way. How interesting. Say what you mean is the lesson that you learned in 2022. So I am picking up a lot of past energy moving in, and it's funny because the first card out for your love is going to be the past. Say what you mean is from the Heal Yourself reading cards, and it tells me that that's what you healed in 2022. So you worked on speaking your truth, which definitely could have something to do with some very entangled emotions here and feelings for someone. I do see 2 Phoenix rising, and I do see what looks like a couple in the Say What You Mean. So I do feel like in the past relationship or your relationship in 2022, it definitely helped you express your emotions. Let's pull a little tarot for Say What You Mean. Alright, so we have the 5 of Pentacles coming out. 5 of Pentacles is about abandonment and rejection. So you could have felt like someone left you behind. Alright, so now let's look at what happens in 2023. So the past card does come out. It says, through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. And I feel like that really wraps up what happened here. The main theme in your love life in 2022 and what you healed or what lesson you learned from those relationships. And now here in the present, I feel like as you're watching this video, we have spontaneity. It says you move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. I do feel like you went through a little bit of a healing period, a little bit of withdrawal period until you started to speak your truth. And it's very possible that now you're getting more into that energy of ready to start over, not scared to meet someone new. Joy comes out for future energy. I love that. It definitely tells me that you find what you're looking for, right, group 1? All right, so it says you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So yes, I'm definitely getting an energy of going out more. And I just want to say, if I'm talking to a single person here, you're not going to find the person of your dreams if you're sitting inside your home. Like, you have to get out and meet new people. So I'm kind of picking that energy up also. If you're already in a relationship, I'm kind of getting that you spoke your truth about the rebirth that this relationship needed. And it's like now the both of you are going to start to do more fun and exciting things together. All right, let's pull a little tarot for each one. Let's look at that past energy. Definitely some transformation in the heart space. 4 of Swords, definitely a healing period. Could have went through some dark night of the soul. spontaneity, getting more into the energy of moving out. Look at that, Ace of Cups comes out, big confirmation. This is you either looking for a new relationship or looking to start over your relationship. A clean slate is given. And then for the Joy card, we have the Three of Cups. It's definitely about celebration and gatherings. And let's close it out for group one with a guidance card. So I did pull the Chakra Love card. So for those of you that this reading is pulling at those heartstrings, if this reading is speaking to you and you're looking for a new person, this crystal that is suggested with the chakra love oracle could definitely help with manifestation. And even those of you that are in a relationship and trying to bring this rebirth energy, this clean slate, letting go comes out, and it's going to be carnelian. That's going to be the crystal. It says letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it's the first step towards success. All right, group one, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that reading was helpful. And remember, if it feels like your tribe, please like and subscribe. All right, group two. So if you chose the number 2, this is going to be your love reading for 2023. This definitely could be for single or taken. Just take it how it relates. Let's go ahead and jump in and get started. All right, so the first card is going to tell me what you went through in 2022. What was the main theme? And you have pilgrimage. It says you're on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way, and only you can choose your path. So I do feel like you went through a spiritual awakening. You're on a spiritual journey of one kind or another. I do feel like there is more than one, but it's more likely that if you're following me, you're hearing me right now, you're on a very specific journey that involves a soul connection. And so you're definitely choosing your own path at this time. That's what I did on my journey, and I do feel like Spirit draws those that are on the very same journey. All right, so let's look at the next card. This is what you healed in 2022. You actually have help from above coming out. So I do feel like in 2022, you started this journey and you had spiritual assistance. All right. I'm going to pull a little, let's scoot these over. I'm going to pull a little tarot on these. Let's look at that pilgrimage and see if we can get some confirmation on what type of journey you were on, group 2. All right, so the Nine of Pentacles comes out. It doesn't really tell me a lot, does it? But Nine of Pentacles is about independence and confidence. And again, I'm still kind of picking up that you were on this very specific spiritual path, spiritual journey, because the spiritual journey I speak of definitely catapults your spiritual awakening. It comes along in a moment when your confidence may not be at its highest, right? When there's low self-esteem and low confidence, and empowerment is needed. And that's why the spiritual connection, the journey happens. That's the whole purpose, right? So you're learning to not only be your own resource in the Nine of Pentacles, but manifest the things that you actually want. I do feel like you did get assistance from above. Look at that. The Hermit comes out. Big assistance, right? The Hermit is a major arcana. Remember, guys, major arcana means spirit stepped in. All right, let's keep going for group 2. Let's look at a little past energy. So out of the Power of Love activation cards for the past, you have trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. So again, on the spiritual journey, maybe could have been struggling with intuition is what I'm getting. All right, loyalty comes out for the present, and I feel like this is the issue that you're dealing with now, group 2. This is a lesson in love that you've learned from this entire situation. It says your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. So I'm not necessarily picking up like I'm talking to that's not true. It could be group 2 could definitely be single, but could also be in some sort of separation with the soul connection. All right, and let's look at future energies. So future energies, we have cooperation coming out. So I do feel like things start to mash together, blend together, work better. See how there's like a swirl on this particular card? It's like they start to melt together is the word that came to me. But it says, in your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. In other words, you're learning what the person that you have this connection with, like what the purpose was and what you're supposed to do with that energy. All right, let's do a little tarot before we get to the guidance. Let's see if we can figure out what the trust issues were. I do feel like it's about your own. Yeah, Five of Swords comes out. So for me, ever since I've started reading tarot, Five of Swords, I know that it's about battles and disagreements, but it's also about negative thinking. Remember, swords are your thoughts. And so this is like battles and disagreements within your own mind. Loyalty is here now. In the present energy, we have Page of Pentacles. I love it. So group 2, Page of Pentacles coming out for loyalty is really important, because the Page of Pentacles, out of all the pages, remember, pages are new and they're young. They're not at their fullest potential, but they are students and they're wanting to learn. The Page of Pentacles wants to learn the most and has the least fear, ready to start this journey. All right, let's look at cooperation. So we have the Tower coming out. I know that normally the Tower is shocking to people, but it's really not to me. I think really because I have so much Aries in my chart, but the Tower just means that an obstacle is going to be removed. It is a major arcana, so it does mean that Spirit steps in. So I do feel like there's been an obstacle of no cooperation, maybe between you and your counterpart, group 2, and I feel like Spirit steps in and shakes that up a little bit. All right, let's close it out with group 2 with the guidance card. So I pulled guidance from the Chakra Love Oracles because they have crystal suggestions. So I just want to say, group 2, even if you're single, if this message pulled at your heartstrings, it's very possible that you can carry this crystal to help you manifest the things that you want. Even if you're not single, group 2, or you have this soul connection, this crystal can still help raise your vibrational energies. So vulnerability is going to be the guidance. I do feel like group 2, you're learning to become more vulnerable. You didn't trust yourself, and now you're having to trust yourself and others. It says showing vulnerability is a sign of strength, and satellite is going to be the crystal. All right, group 2, I hope that reading was helpful. And as always, if it feels like your tribe, please like and subscribe. All right, if you chose group 3, this is going to be your love reading for 2023. We're going to start with some cards that are going to tell me a little bit about 2022. So the first card to come out is going to be awareness. So group 3, pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There's signs and omens everywhere. Group 3 is always my favorite, but group 3, I feel like you've seen a lot of synchronicities, a lot of signs from spirit. Maybe you're seeing a lot of numbers, 1111, 333, 444. You're definitely learning to manifest and pay attention to the signs that spirit and the universe send you. What you healed in 2022 is inner child. It also tells me you dealt with some abandonment and rejection wounds with 2022. All right, let's clarify a little bit before we keep going. Group 3, let's look at the signs. Awareness. In the past, why were you seeing all of these signs? So the Lovers comes out. Ooh, strong twin flame energy, soul connection energy, right? It definitely says that you met someone that catapulted your spiritual awakening and made you start paying attention to those signs, right? It's very possible you're dealing with some Gemini energy. Inner child, we have 3 of Cups. So again, I'm getting some abandonment and rejection. There could have been a third party involved. All right, let's look at the Power of Love activation cards next and see what's happening for group 3. So satisfaction is coming out. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. That's some past energy here. That's what you learned in this whole situation. And now in the energy of the current energy, we have gratitude coming out. So it tells me that you've learned to alchemize. Group 3, you found something positive where you were in some sort of difficult situation with a spiritual counterpart where most likely there was a third party. You dealt with abandonment and rejection wounds. You definitely learned to pull the positive from that difficult situation, and you somehow alchemize the pain into something beautiful. And I think that's why you're able to have gratitude. And now we have acceptance coming out for future energies. So acceptance says you're ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. I do feel like group 3, this very much is going to be for those of you on this very specific spiritual journey. And acceptance tells me that you're learning to release the expectations. You no longer have an expectation of the outcome. All right, let's look at that past energy. Satisfaction, Knight of Wands. A little reckless energy with the Knight of Wands. You might have made some reckless choices. Gratitude in the present. We have the Hanged Man. Really going within, right? Spending some time within the mind. This could be a breaking down of the ego mind also, especially group 3 if you experienced a dark night of the soul. Acceptance here for future energies. We have the Two of Pentacles. I think you're accepting that you're always going to be bound. See how the infinity sign is on this Two of Pentacles? On this Two of Pentacles, I think that's what the acceptance is. It's like now you understand that this is something that has always been and will always be. All right, let's close it out for group 3 with a little guidance. We have the Love card coming out. So I pulled the guidance from the Chakra Love cards, and this oracle deck can definitely help you with some crystal suggestions. So this one has rhyodite on it for the heart chakra. Definitely a good crystal that could help you if you carry it with you. So the Love card says, love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. All right, group 3, I hope that reading was helpful. And as always, if it feels like your tribe, please like and subscribe.